Hey everyone, Dream Envoy here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, after Zelda escaped from Ganondorf, we've done one more side quest, which led us to obtain the Mask of Truth. In this part, we're gonna do what Zelda suggested and go into the Temple of Time. Before we do that though, and this is very important, we want to plant 2 more magic beans. The first of which is gonna be here in Gerudo Valley. Plant one here, and then dive into the river. And yeah, Link can kind of dive into a waterfall. Anyways, we want to go ahead and hug this wall. By doing this, Link won't have to swim. Well, for the most part, he won't have to swim. Just make our way over here. And drop the bean here. The last 2 magic beans that you have here will unfortunately have to wait until much later, as the last 2 magic beans go into soft soil that we simply do not have access to yet. Anyways, I'll go ahead and meet you over at Hyrule Castle. Or rather, not Hyrule Castle, the market. Oh yeah, and the running man is gonna be acting crazy. Well, by acting crazy, I mean he's gonna be running around super fast now that he has the bunny hood. I should mention, if you go into the back alley after that cutscene with Ganondorf, you'll find this soldier. Oh, right, I think I talked to that soldier already. Never mind. I shouldn't be laughing at the dead. Anyways, if I haven't already, I'll take advantage by wearing the Sheikah mask to demonstrate what it does. Remember these Sheikah stones that you can strike and they'll tell you the time? Boing boing is currently 1544. Well, check it while wearing the Mask of Truth. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say the Gerudos sometime come to Hyrule Castle Town to look for boyfriends. They say it is against the rules to use glasses at the treasure chest shop in Hyrule Castle Town Market. They say that Mullen of Lon Lon Ranch hopes a knight in shining armor will come to and sweep her off her feet someday. They say that Mullen set up the original record in the obstacle course of Lon Lon Ranch. Just a little, cool thing. They're almost like mini walkthroughs in that way. Just a whole bunch of hints. Anyways, welcome to the Temple of Time. Just beyond here is the Door of Time. Beyond that is the Sacred Realm, where lies the Triforce. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time, and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. It is time to go through the Door of Time, enter the Sacred Realm, claim the Triforce for ourselves, and foil Ganondorf's plans.
Link, isn't that... It's the legendary blade! The Master Sword!
Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the Door of Time. You have led me to the gates of the Sacred Realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. Link. Wake up. Link, the Chosen One. I am Roro, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the Sacred Realm. This is the Chamber of Sages, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the Sacred Realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the Sacred Realm. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? But remember, though you open the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He tamed the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with his power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power has now only little influence, even in this sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remain. When the power of all these sages is awakened, the sage's seal will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, am one of these sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages to add their might to your own. You received a light medallion. Rauru, the sage, adds his power to yours. Find the other sages, and save Hyrule.
Link, we're back in the Temple of Time. But has 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here.
I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the Hero of Time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikas. As I see you're standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary Hero of Time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for you for the time of awakening in the forest temple. The sage is a girl I am sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I am saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Link?
That was very cutscene heavy. But in summary, turns out we were Ganondorf's pawns the whole time. By gathering the 3 spiritual stones, And grabbing the Master Sword, we have opened the gate to the Sacred Realm and allowed Ganondorf to sneak in and grab the Triforce Sword himself. Ganondorf is now King of Hyrule. Our only choice now is to awaken the 6 sages, one of which is Raro, who is already awakened. So we must awaken 5 more and use their power to seal away Ganondorf for good. We can no longer use items that we had as a kid. Well, we are still able to use Deku bombs, Bomb Chew, the Ocarina of Time, Din's Fire, and Ferrare's Wind. However, the Deku Stick, the Fairy Slingshot, the Boomerang, and the Magic Beans, as well as any masks that we have, namely the Mask of Truth, are completely unusable. This goes the same for the equipment screen. We can no longer use the Kokiri Sword nor the Deku Shield. If you had the Deku Shield equipped while going inside, you will automatically equip to the Hylian Shield. We already have the Light Medallion from Raru. 5 more medallions to go. If you step out to the market, you will find that it is completely destroyed and is infested with a whole bunch of Redeads. These Redeads will not freeze Link, however. Also, the area that used to have a whole bunch of pots, yeah, it's an evil shop now. Well, the story will take us to Kakariko, and we will cover that in this video. There is one optional thing that I want to take care of first. And that's gonna be all the way over here in Lon Lon Ranch. Now, as I'm traveling here, I'm gonna mention something about the bombs. There is actually 2 glitches that you can pull off with the bombs, and you know what? I'm gonna pause the video because I want to mention this before we actually get into Lon Lon Ranch. There are 2 glitches with the bombs. First up is it's going to evolve the bombs and the shields. First up is called the ground jump, which can be used to reach ledges that you normally cannot reach yet. To perform this, it's a matter of pulling out your bomb, setting it down to the ground, throwing it ahead, and then while you have your shield up, you want to roll into the bomb and get knocked back. You will end up having all of your C buttons temporarily disabled until you do a backflip. However, instead of performing a backflip with Z target and jumping back, hitting A while moving backwards, you will instead do a short hop from the ground. Again, this could be used to reach ledges. A similar glitch using a very similar method called shield dropping, which I'll demonstrate here. You can pull out your shield and drop a bomb that way. If you manage to time it just right so that you run into the bomb just as it's flashing, and then while holding down the shield button and Z targeting at the same time, it requires very, very precise timing, but you can actually get knocked back by the shield and while having the shield up, and you will actually continue to get knocked back and you'll continue to fly backwards so long as you have the shield up. This is called super sliding, and it's actually a really good speedrunning tactic. It's just really difficult to pull off. I've actually only managed to do bomb sliding only twice. It takes a lot of practice. In fact, I already screwed up here. Let's see, Z target, pull out a bomb, drop it. It's gonna be something similar like that. I'll have a video up in the corner because I did record myself doing it as a child. It is slightly easier to do it as a child than as an adult. Simply because the child has more frames of rolling animation than the adult. Anyways, here we go, are in Lon Lon Ranch. If we step into the barn, might as well say hi to Ingo. And Ingo doesn't seem to be here. Instead, we get an adult version of Mullen.
Oh, a visitor. It's been a long time since we've had a visitor here. Where did you come from? Since Ganondorf came, people in Castletown have gone. Places have been ruined, and monsters are wandering everywhere. Mr. Ingo is just using the ranch to gain Ganondorf's favor. Everyone seems to be turning evil. But Dad, he was kicked out of the ranch by Mr. Ingo. If I disobey Mr. Ingo, he will treat the horses so badly. So, there's nothing I can do.
Well, that's terrible. Treating you like a slave while using animal abuse as leverage? That's just awful. Well, there is one thing that we can do. I've actually had a lot of trouble, and I'm actually gonna admit, this is actually the second time I'm recording this, and this is actually around the time that the recording failed. Because what I tried to do was, as I ended the video, I tried to place a save state, as I usually do in any video, at the end of every video. That's the advantage of using an emulator. However, I accidentally loaded a state, so all the progress that I made and recorded was pretty much gone. It's like turning off the game without saving. So this is my second time attempt recording this. Anyways, speak to Ingo, who is now dressed up pretty fancily, I gotta admit. There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch, but don't be ridiculous. That guy Talon was weak. I, the hard-working Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me. Listen, the great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Well, if he gave you the ranch, wouldn't that mean he already has your recognition? You already have his recognition, I mean? Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride. You want to pay him 10 rupees? Do you want to hear how to ride? No, because it's actually pretty simple. The horses here, they suck. So you actually want to play Ebona's song. And this would summon the one horse that is actually decent. You can only be in the pen for about 1 minute. Hitting the A button will cause Epona to run a little bit faster, which will allow you to hop fences. You're gonna need some distance in order to do this, but if you hop the fences, and manage to do it twice before the timer runs out, you can potentially win back all the rupees. Hold on. Come on. Shoot. But jumping over the fences in certain spots will earn you rupees, so you can potentially earn back the 10 rupees you've just spent. You've only paid 10 rupees, you paid long enough. You actually want to ride twice. No, I do not want to listen. Get Epona the second time. Let's see if I can earn back that money now. Come on, get onto Epona. That was bad. And now my nose itch. For some reason, trust me, you can earn rupees this way. Yep, just like that. If you go right through the center. Nope, well at least I earned 5 rupees back, that's good enough. Before the timer runs out, you want to talk to Ingo. If you talk to him the first time that you're going through here, he will simply offer you to leave. However, if this is your second or later time that you're riding him, you'll get this dialogue instead. My god, why is my nose so itchy? Anyways, you're getting better. How about a little race with me? 1 lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little rager. Save 50 rupees? You want to accept. It's actually not that difficult of a race. You want to stay near the center and use their carrots sparingly. Now I have to wait for them to respawn. Great. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you get your 50 rupees. Speak to you. Trust me, it's not that tough of a race. Just stay to the center of the corral, but don't run into the wall. There we go. See how easy it was? Shoot! If the great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation, how about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Now you really don't want to lose. It's mostly just the same. Just don't use your carrots at once. If you see him catching up, go ahead and use a carrot. Stay near the center. Then spam your carrots while you're near the end. What's up with that horse? Is that Epona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? Symbol, I played a song. I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and Ross. Shoot! You... So yeah, he betted a horse that he intended to give away as a gift. Like, did you not... Like, he forgot to bother to check. Like... You didn't even realize that it was a horse that you were going to, give away? So, either way, he accidentally betted on a horse and that he intended to be as a gift and lost. As I promised, I'll give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. Oh, how very smart. You're gonna keep me as prisoner. Well, it's pretty simple. To get out, just go for the fence. And there we go! Stephen Link got his very own stallion. And boy, what a stallion it is. No, wait a minute! Epona is mare! Oh boy. Anyways, well, it's night time, and hold on, I'm gonna go back inside the ranch because I kid you not, it has actually, things do change going back into the ranch with Epona. I should, of course, get down from my horse. Epona will stay where you parked her. And what do you know? It's Ingo in his original outfit. Hi there, how are you? I'm Ingo. I feel so honored to be allowed to work here. Just slowly back up. Heh, I'm just joking. Go over here and talk to Melon, who is just outside the corral.
Thank you very much for the other day. I haven't even asked for you your name yet. Really? Link? That's what I thought. You're the fairy boy from the forest. That was years ago. Do you remember me? You do? I was sure that it was because Epona remembered you. Oh, I have to tell you about Mr. Ingo. He was afraid that the evil king might find out that Epona had been taken away. It really upset him. But one day, all of a sudden, he went back to being a normal, nice person. Now my dad is coming back. I can't believe it, but peace is returning to this ranch. It's all because of you. I owe you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Link. Epona looks great. It looks like you were able to tame her too. How about trying your skill with Epona on an obstacle course? I'll time you for 2 laps. It's pretty challenging. If you miss jumping a fence in the proper order, you'll fail. How about it? Do you want to try?
It's completely free, so why not? I have actually never won this minigame. Current record is 50 seconds. First, try to beat this record. If you can beat the record, I'll give you a present. Give it your best shot, okay? Alright, let's get started. This is actually considered by many to be the most difficult side quest in the entire game. It's a shame that the reward for it really isn't worth it. And if you fail, like I did immediately, you have to jump over all the fences. If you want to try again, just talk to her again. I actually do not plan on winning this, but I do plan on at least giving you an idea of the strategy. Just jump before each fence. Don't use another carrot. Use another carrot. Use another carrot. One more lap. And I already failed. I failed at the very last one, but I wouldn't make the time anyways. If you want to know what the reward is, it's a cow. A cow will appear in Link's childhood home, and yeah, that's about it. The only Epona, contrary to what I used to believe, Epona is actually completely optional. So that challenge that we did, in fact, everything that we done in Lon Lon Ranch, yep, completely optional. I will, however, do some of the required stuff. Epona is pretty much, while I did demonstrate in that small video window how to do a super slide, it is very difficult to pull off. Our next best thing, and actually the one that Nintendo intends you to do in the first place, is to simply ride Epona. Downside, however, is that Epona cannot go upstairs. So we're actually gonna have to park her outside Kakariko. One thing that I should also mention is that stall children will no longer appear in Hyrule Field, nor will P-hats. Instead, a whole bunch of posts will appear, and those posts are essential for a side quest. Anyways, our next destination is Kakariko, and while Sheik was never specific as to where we have to go, we actually need to travel all the way to the graveyard, which is now gonna be filled with a ton of posts. Just wait for you to appear. Get rid of you. You can catch his soul in a bottle, but that's not necessary. Anyways, remember that plant that we planted there before? Well, rather the bean that we planted there, is now a magic plant that acts as a little bit of a lift. You can now come up here and get a piece of heart, which I do believe is number 18. Anyways, there's a grave right here. And well, oh, you can't read the grave? I thought that you could read the grave here, but okay. Anyways, this is a grave you can actually pull back to reveal a hole, and you want to go down the hole. And take a look. Danbei's ghost. That's the ghost of the dead gravekeeper. If you chase him, he might give you his keepsake. Yep. My favorite Zelda character dies in the middle of his first game. Hey, young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. Oh jeez. Link has finally become an adult age of 17. Yes, he is officially 17 in this game. 10 years old in his child form. And he's already betting on races. Anyways, this is indeed required. You want to chase Danbei all the way down the hall while avoiding the flames that he drops. If you get hit by the flames, Link will get knocked back a certain ways and take a little bit of damage. If you fail to catch up with Danbei, those doors will close on Link's face, and he won't be able to proceed. Therefore, losing the race. Come on, catch up. Instead of chasing Dampe, you want to go up here. You hear that ticking noise? That means the door is about to close. But we managed to get in just in time.
The time of this race was 1 minute 4 seconds. Young man, you were quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shot. It's a spring-loaded chain. Will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Does that sound cool? I'm sure it will help you out. I live here now, so come back again sometime.
No you don't. You die here now.
I'll give you something cool. One more thing, be careful on your way back.
Go ahead, ignore Navi. And get our first adult weapon, the hook shot. Believe it or not, this is actually what Sheik wanted us to obtain before we go to the temple in the forest. You can use it to drag distant items towards you, or use it to pull yourself towards something. While holding the C button, you can aim with the analog stick and shoot it by releasing C. Anyways, you're now trapped in here, but you do have a block here. Isn't that the same design that's on the Door of Time? Go ahead, pull out your ocarina and play the Song of Time. Apparently it opens more doors than just the Door of Time. What do you want, Navi? I wonder what's going to happen in the forest right now. I'm worried about Saria too. Well, she did say that the next sage is going to be a girl that we know. Anyways, we're going to end up in this area. I actually highly recommend pulling out your hook shot. You want to aim towards that object over there. And by object, I mean the heart piece of heart, which is number 19. Alternatively, you can also just ride these gears over there. Anyways, you see this guy down there who is playing... Well, it looks like a music box, but it sounds a lot more like an accordion. This guy here is named Guru Guru. Go ahead and talk to him. I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. Anyways, I'm gonna rearrange my items here a little bit. Gonna put my hook shot here. Yep, I think I'm happy with this arrangement. Anyways, you want to Z-target Guru Guru and pull out your ocarina. What? You got an ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. I'll never forget this song. You've learned the Song of Storms. This isn't particularly useful. All it does is summon a rainstorm. Oh no, a storm again? You played the ocarina again, didn't you? Urgh. Again? Are you saying that we're where that mean kid from 7 years ago? Oh, don't be ridiculous. Must have been another kid with an ocarina, because I never did anything to your windmill back then. Anyways, go ahead. That skier is going to be spinning like crazy. But if you time it right, you should be just fine. Anyways, there is a couple things that you want to do real quick. Well, you want to first get over to Impa's house, near here. And you want to use our hookshot to get to the top of the Skulltula house. Then from there, you actually want to go ahead, and if you can, get up to Impa's house. Okay, we're still a little bit too far away, so let's try this. You know that you're going to hit it when there's a little red dot there. Let's get closer. So there's a dot. There we go. We are now on top of Impa's house. And now, where are we supposed to go? Okay. I'm on top of Impa's house, but I forgot what we're supposed to do now that we're on top of here. Oh, right. Duh. I did it backwards. Oh, right. At nighttime, if you play the song of... Not the Song of Time. The Sun Song, you'll spawn back to the place where you entered. That's right. Okay. Go ahead, get back to the top of the Skulltula house. Then back to the top of Impa's house. Over here. Gold Skulltula. You can also use your hookshot to just drag it to you. The hookshot in that way is kind of like the boomerang. Anyways, that should be gold token number 45. There is one other gold token that I want to obtain before we move on to the next to our very first temple. And that's gonna require us to travel all the way back to what used to be the market. And by the way, yes, everybody who used to live in the market now lives in Kakariko. It's kind of strange that Epona actually appears in the opening titles, and yet Epona is completely optional. I always thought that was kind of strange. Anyways, yada yada, move our way around the Redeads, go ahead and ignore them because they're not important. And you want to make a way over to where Hyrule Castle used to be. Well, I see Hyrule Castle got redesigned. This is Ganon's castle now. We cannot reach that area quite yet because, well, the bridge is out and the castle is now on top of a floating island. But lo and behold, take a look. That is actually the final dungeon of the game. We cannot access it until we have visited all the other temples. So you may be wondering, why did I come here? Well, if you go underneath the arc, so long as you have the hook shot, you can get this gold token. That should be number 46. Yep. Now that we have done pretty much all the side quests that we can do so far, as well have done everything that some of the things that are required to do before we entered our first dungeon, I think I'm gonna end it here. Next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, we're gonna take on our first dungeon. And because we're going to take on our first dungeon, or at least get to our first dungeon in the next video, I thought it would be fitting to end this video staring at what will eventually be, our final dungeon. See you guys next time. Oh, right. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I highly encourage you to leave behind a comment. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. See you guys next time.